Hi, this video provides an overview of matters covered in online training on personal stories. Personal stories are part of every group meeting, and they provide major benefits for both the person telling the story and for people hearing the story. These benefits include ones on screen. Healing. Telling your story and hearing someone else's story provides healing in what some people say is its rawest form. It allows you to consider and maybe move on from harmful beliefs and ultimately maybe rewrite where you see yourself heading. Stories in Grow fall into two categories: those told by people for the first time and those told by people as they become progressing and seasoned members of Grow. First-time stories primarily are about why the person came to Grow. It may be the first time that they have told their story, and it can be an emotional experience. By telling their story, the person allows others in the group to understand where they're at, and it can facilitate existing members of the group to better recommend tasks for the person and to recommend parts of the program that they might focus on. Stories by more established members of Grow focus more on the progress that the person has made and how the Grow program has helped them. There are a number of problems associated with people telling their story too early on, and the following rules generally work best. For the first 3 to 4 meetings, a person is recommended to primarily listen and to seek an understanding of how the meeting is conducted and the group supports each other. From week 4 on, newcomers will be increasingly brought into discussion and from then on may be invited to tell their story. Established members may offer to assist the person prepare, and they should be advised to only talk about what they are comfortable with and to not overshare. Some people like to write everything out, and others prefer to talk impromptu. Go with whatever suits the person. Giving the person a guideline is recommended. This is just a list of typical matters that people cover. One, like the slide now on screen, tends to work well. Organizers who want their group to be as effective as possible in personal stories should watch out for the matters now up on screen. Encourage the established members of the group to talk about their recovery and how the Grow program assisted them. The common guide is 40% time talking about the past, but 60% on recovery now and the future. Stories should not be critiqued. Just thank the person and maybe offer an affirmation about something that they said that you or another member thought was noteworthy. Organize good stories that you can use when you need to beyond what members of your group can offer. Thrive magazine has a personal story in every issue and also a story told to a young version of that same person. Stories that address a particular issue that is of concern to a group, such as, for example, social anxiety, can work well. If a newcomer is expected to attend on a given night, it is recommended that someone is organized to tell their story, ideally one that usually engages newcomers. Confidentiality can be a challenge, and the slide on screen now lists various ways of ensuring that everything said at a meeting is never disclosed. Having a story for every meeting can be a challenge, especially for smaller groups. Organize stories from sources such as Thrive and shorten them if necessary to 6 to 7 minutes in duration. Use the mid-routine to upskill your members on how to build on their stories and highlight the benefits of revisiting stories and perhaps revising them. Help new members to prepare for telling their story and consider organizing a workshop for the whole group on telling your story. Finally, if you're creative, you can often access additional stories from your existing members using innovative techniques such as the ones outlined on the current slide and on the next slide. Suggest focusing on one part of the group program or on one of the 12 steps and the person telling their story from that perspective. Ask your members, maybe as part of the mini routine, if their stories have changed and if revisiting would be appropriate. And, as listed on the screen now, there are even more questions that encourage members to explore alternative versions of their stories. Well, that's it. We've come to the end of this video. I hope it has been of benefit to you.